Yeah, it's me. Let's try to zoom this out. So I want to just reaffirm my euro short position. This is a critical moment, and as the man who's been involved on the euro Swiss franc in 2009, rolling into the 2010 Greek crisis, and the peg fail in 2015 on January the 19th. I want to say this is a third call for the euro Swiss franc short. So I've been on this setup for a bit, and it spilled out of a very small pattern and then was holding a line, still not catching mainstream media's attention. It was bear flagging. It spilled again, but again didn't run the low, set up a little inverted HVF and is now throwing it down. This is the next move that will probably see it trade at least 103, and I think through 103 into the 102s. So this is a beginning of a move on the euro Swiss franc, which will once again bring the eurozone's issues into highlight. Lots of people talking about the dollar and how it's been, and you know how it hasn't been that strong. The real key issue that is continuing being masked to everybody on the FX market is that across all markets the euro is set up to fail. We're in a rising wedge on the euro USD, which has gone on for a while. We broke out of it and we have had a little return move. We're ready to start spilling again. The euro NOK was the early runner, with the Norwegian currency being really strong, and the improvement in oil prospects just largely being quite supportive there, and of course being one of the few stable currencies in the world which isn't over indebted and has a fairly sane central bank and system. So the euro NOK gave us the early warns, but we were in a head and shoulders setup for euro Swiss franc. So this is not the mega crash of 30% in an hour as we had on the floor, or even the long-running first setup in a new trend on the euro Swiss franc, as in 2009, when we called it at 150 to overperform. First closure at 130s and thereafter running further on down with overperformance, which actually saw it test almost the parity level. We're now, anyway, so we're now looking at the fact that this is going to be on a move to the downside for the euro Swiss franc. Probably the smallest move of the lot, but nonetheless it's going to be the parity run moment that's going to be a bit of a headline maker on the USD and a number of others potentially. That doesn't mean it's all happening the second. The key break, the triggering event is now even fast moves unfurl over time. So that's my update. Third call, euro Swiss franc down to 102. Possible, you know, we may get over performance here. This is a head and shoulders. It's offered a reversal, so you could get a parity run on the euro Swiss franc too, meaning that it goes through the ones on the Swiss franc as well, which if the dollar is going to be anything to go by, I think it's quite likely to. So keep an eye on all of these. This could be a big move down and another test for the downside for the euro.